Yo, namaste and welcome, my beautiful tribe of yogis. This particular practice is for expectant mums who are in the third trimester stage of pregnancy. It is suitable for all stages, but this particular practice is really helpful for opening the hips and encouraging the baby's head to engage. I'm using a bolster and I'm also sitting on top of a blanket. You don't strictly need either of those things. You can substitute the bolster for a pillow and use a blanket or a towel. If you're ready, come into a comfortable seated position and just start to close down your eyes. Obviously, I am not expecting a baby, but I will complement the practice. You can bring your hands to your belly, one above the belly and one below if you like, and start to connect with your baby. Take the opportunity to remove yourself from everything that you've done before you've arrived in this practice and anything else that you may have to do on your to-do list today. Just check out of all other distractions and start to begin the process of allowing some one-on-one time for you and your baby. Notice what you can hear, sounds within your body and around you, as well as the sound of my voice. What other noises can you hear? What can you feel? What is the temperature of the air around your skin? Do you notice any tension in any parts of your body? If you do, don't judge them at all. Just perhaps give yourself permission to soften and relax, reminding yourself that you've got nothing to do for the next 30 minutes or so other than just relax, release, connect with your baby, and prepare for the beautiful moment ahead of you. If you haven't already, start to lengthen your breath, lengthening the inhale by inhaling in through the nose. And you can release the breath out of the mouth or the nose, whichever feels better to you. With each inhale, feel that rib cage growing and expanding and creating a little bit more space for your baby. And with each exhale, feeling the belly falling towards your baby and soften. Inhaling to expand. Exhaling to release. One more. Inhale to expand. Relaxing through the jaw and the shoulders. Exhale to release. Now blink open your eyes if you're ready and just gently bring your hands behind you, fingertips facing forwards, behind your hips either side. You can either have your hands on the blanket or on the earth, whichever feels more comfortable to you. I don't want you to drop your head back at all, but just press into the hands, lift the chest a little, start to open through the chest, open through the shoulders, lift through the crown of the head. You'll feel the belly extend forward a little. Let's just take 3 more breaths with this extra space that we've created in the front of the chest. Lovely. Then bring the gaze forward even more. Push into the hands to bring the body forward. Bring your left hand to your low belly and your right hand to your low back. And all I would like you to do is to, as you inhale, lift your chin and chest and tilt your pelvis backwards. And as you exhale, tilt your pelvis forwards and drop your chin to your chest. A really gentle movement. Inhaling to tilt the pelvis away, sticking your bottom out a little bit behind you, lifting the chin and chest. Exhaling, tuck that tailbone under, drop your chin to your chest. Inhale again. And exhale, release backwards. One final time, inhale, come forwards. Exhale and release backwards. Chin to chest, pelvis tipping forwards. Lovely. Now come back to a neutral spine. Bring your hands to your knees. Let's do some really gentle neck rolls. Drop the chin to the chest. Roll your right ear all the way around to your right shoulder. And when you feel that stretch in the left hand side of your neck, just breathe into the left side of the neck. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the jaw. Soften the muscles behind the eye. One more breath there. And then super slowly and gently let the chin fall back towards the chest and roll the chin all the way across the chest and bring the left ear to the left shoulder, softening those shoulders away from the ears again. Then return the journey. Take the chin back across the chest, right ear all the way around to right shoulder. And then one more time, roll the chin across the front of the chest. Bring the left ear to the left shoulder, relaxing the shoulders down again, letting the knees soften as well, softening the jaw, softening the eyes. Two more breaths, breathing into the right hand side of the neck, not straining too much, just inviting any tension that's there to release. Bring your head back to the midline, and this time place the right hand beneath the belly, the left hand on the low back, just gently giving your low back a rub. And then as you inhale, tilt that tailbone back behind you again, lift the chin in the chest. And as you exhale, tilt the tailbone forward, drop your chin to the chest, just gentle pelvic rocks. Inhale and come forwards. Exhale and take it back. Chin dropping to chest, tailbone coming forwards. Inhale, tilt your pelvis away, lift your chin and chest. Exhale, tilt the pelvis forwards, drop the chin to the chest. One more time. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, retreat. Lovely. Now inhale, lift the chin, release the hands. We're going to slowly and gently come onto our hands and then bring ourselves into a tabletop position. Now, I would highly recommend for this next part of the class, putting your blanket across your mat so that you've got a bit of extra protection for your knees. It's always nice to give the body a little bit of extra support or attention if we can. We're going to come into tabletop position and take 3 really super slow and long rounds of cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're going to drop the belly towards the earth, press into the hands, press into the toes or the tops of the feet, whichever feels more comfortable for you, and lift your chin and chest towards the top of the mat. Exhale, press into everything that's connected with the earth even more firmly. Arch your back and draw your chin to your chest. Let's do that super slowly, moving through the movement. Inhale, come forward to lower the belly. Lift the chin and the chest as you come into cow. Exhale, press into everything that's connecting with the earth. Arch your back and bring your chin to your chest. One more round. Inhale into cow. And exhale, arch and round into cat. Lovely. Now what we're going to do is to take some hip and shoulder circles. So you're going to move your body around the mat, taking nice big circles, moving super slow, Closing down your eyes if that feels okay to you. Dropping the hips down and then taking them out towards the side and then taking the hips back towards the heels. So inhaling, extending to one side, coming forwards, and then slowly rotating round. Close your eyes and allow yourself to really connect with the body and feel and sense the movement. Identify how slowly you need to move, and if you feel any pockets of tension or resistance, maybe pause in those areas and rotate backwards and forwards in that part. But really start to normalize the habit of moving slowly, connecting with your body, identifying what you need, and then delivering that to yourself. 2 more circles in this direction, really big, releasing as much through the hips and through the shoulders as feels comfortable, really sensating the movement, feeling it rather than worrying about what it looks like. Lovely. Now pause in tabletop, just allow the waters of your body to recalibrate. You can sway slightly from side to side if you wish. We'll take one more breath here. And then let's start that same movement but going in the opposite direction. Notice the difference in sensation as you're conducting the same movement but just from a different perspective. So again, nice and slow, pressing firmly into the hands, moving the hips around. And if at any stage it becomes tight or stiff in your wrists, feel free to come down onto your forearms and make the movement with your hips still and your shoulders still, but supporting yourself through your forearms as opposed to being on your hands. Or you can make fists with your hands if your wrists become tight. 2 more breaths, releasing, flowing in circles. Lovely. Now come to tabletop position again. And all we're going to do is extend the right leg out to the side with the sole of the foot on the earth. And then we're going to come into a puppy pose with our right foot extended. So reach the arms out in front of you, only stretching and extending as much as feels right to you. If your head comes to the earth, great, but if it doesn't, don't worry about it. And we're keeping the hips above the shoulders, and you'll feel quite a stretch on the inside of the right thigh. So the sole of the right foot connects with the earth. Really allowing everything to become heavy and fall towards the earth. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and lift the gaze. Walk the hands back towards you a little. And then all we're going to do is rock backwards, take the bottom back towards the heels, and then inhale and come forwards, pressing into the hands. Exhale, take it back, bottom back towards the heels. That sole of that right foot continues to connect with the earth. Inhaling, come forwards. Exhale to come back. You can move as fast or as slow in this movement as feels good to you, and normalize working out how quickly you want to go rather than just necessarily following the rhythm that I'm taking. I'm moving quite slowly here because that feels good to me today, but if you feel that you'd like a little bit more pace in your movement, feel free to adjust to what your body's asking you for. And you can stay on the hands, or again, if you'd like to come down to the forearms, making sure that the forearms are close enough to you for you to be able to do this movement, appreciating that this is a little bit stronger in the upper body. You can rock backwards and forwards at your own pace, releasing through the hips, opening through the back of the pelvis. 2 more breaths here. Lovely. Now replant the hands on the earth, walk the hands back towards you. And what we're going to do, come up onto your fingertips, if it gives you a bit more space, is turn this right foot out to the side and bend the knee. Now I'm going to turn around so that you can see, move my blanket across so I still protect my knee, so that you can see what I'm doing. So this right foot comes out to the side, opening through the inside of the right hip, pressing into that left foot, hands in front of you. We're just going to rock out towards the right knee and back again. You can keep your fingers on the earth, or if you'd like to come up higher and have your hands on your hips, the choice is yours. We're just working into opening that right hip gently and strengthening a little bit through the left hip as well, gently moving backwards and forwards. As slow or as fast, although I would recommend taking this movement nice and slowly. Fingertips can be on the earth. Might feel quite supportive, particularly at this late stage of pregnancy. Gently moving in and out. Very nice. I'm just going to turn back round to the side so that you can see the movement as we transition to the next pose. So take 2 more breaths, moving in and out. Lovely. And then grab your bolster if you have one, or a pillow, or some blocks. Put it in front of you to support you. And what we're going to do is take your right knee back for a bit. Give the hips a sway from side to side just to allow any tension that's crept in to release. And then supporting ourselves either with the bolster or some blocks. Step your right foot to the top of the mat and come into a low lunge, but with that right foot turning out to the side. When you get there, allow the weight to come forwards as much as is comfortable for you. We're really trying to work into that inner hip opening. Now you can stay up on your fingers if you wish, or if you'd like to come down to your forearms, just find somewhere in the pose that you can relax. And if you come down to your forearms and you find that you're efforting too much, come back up out of it. You're not required to stay anywhere that doesn't feel comfortable. Wherever you are, let the head hang heavy. Allow the shoulders to soften. Allow the face to soften. Take a couple more breaths there. Allowing tension to release and soften. Try not to clench the glutes at all, and try not to clench through your jaw. Final breath. We're going to lift the gaze slowly and then start to walk the hands back towards the hips along the bolster and straighten through that front leg as much as you're able. The leg doesn't have to be straight at all. We're just coming backwards out of the lunge, and we're going to again flow in and out of that lunge position. Main reason why I've got you to use a blanket, because we're putting a lot of pressure onto this left knee. So you can support yourself with your hand on the bolster if you wish to, but we're just going to bend into the knee, come back and straighten, bend into that knee, come back and straighten, bend into that knee one more time, come back and straighten. Lovely. Now place the hands on the bolster to support you. Take that right knee back again, and then just sway the hips from side to side. Okay? We're going to do the other side, and so that I remain in a place where you can see me clearly, I'm just going to spin myself around, pop the bolster at the other end, but you just keep swaying through your hips. We don't need the bolster straight away as we're coming into our leg extended puppy pose. So take that left foot out to the side, plant the sole of the foot on the earth, and then come forwards onto your forearms and hands stretching out in front of you, hips staying high above the knee and reaching out into your puppy pose. You can bring the head to the earth if it arrives there, but don't feel that you have to. Press the sole of that left foot into the earth and allow the inner thigh to release. And if this is enough, keeping your head this high, only come down as far as feels comfortable to you. So don't feel like you have to find the earth with any part of your body if you don't want to. Just always come to a place that feels accessible and a place that feels comfortable. One more breath. Now on your next inhale, super slowly lift your breath and start to walk the hands back towards you, just so that you have enough space with that back toe tucked to start to sit the bottom back towards the heels and then rock forwards. Sit the bottom back towards the heels and then gently come forwards. Rocking in and out of this position. As I say, go as slow or as fast as feels right to you. And you can stay on the hands, or if you'd prefer to come down onto the forearms for your rocking, just find the version of each of these poses that feels the most nourishing, supportive, and nurturing for you. A few more breaths. Last breath. Lovely. Now bring the hands to the earth, walk them back towards you. We're going to turn that left foot out to the side again, bending into that left knee. I'll again change my position so that you can see me. So left knee comes out to the side, left foot comes out to the side, sole of the foot on the earth, and then just gently start to rock towards the left knee. Leaning over into the knee and coming back. Only going as far as feels right to you, keeping the fingertips on the earth for the entire time if you prefer, or you can, taking it very slowly if you're lifting up though, you can bring the hands to the hips and gently release into that left hip. Few more breaths. But it is also really wise to keep the hands on the floor the whole time, particularly if that feels the most supportive and stable for you. One more breath. And then just bring that left knee back behind you, nice and slowly and gently, and take some sways with your hips from side to side to release any tension. Then bring your bolster back into position so that it's lengthways. Step your left foot to the top of the mat to come into a low lunge, but turn that left foot out. Turn the toes away from you as much as you comfortably can, and then let your fingertips find the bolster. Let gravity pull the legs and the hips down towards the earth and really help you with opening the inside of that left hip. But don't push yourself any further than you feel naturally and comfortably that you're willing to go. This is all about inviting the body to open, not pushing it anywhere. We're working with the body, reading its signals and helping it to yield and open. If it feels right to you, you can come down to the forearms, or you can let your head hang heavy wherever you might be. Couple more breaths there. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, relax the muscles behind the eye. As often as you can remember, check in with these places and give them permission to relax. Release the glutes if you're clenching in any way. One more breath. Lovely. Now we're going to super slowly lift the gaze, walk the hands back towards us, lift up and straighten that front leg as much as feels comfortable. So if it only comes here, don't worry, keep that left foot turned out. We're going to lean back and then lean in. Support yourself with the hand on the bolster if you want to. Support your belly with a hand if you wish. We're just coming into the lunge, leaning back out of it to straighten the legs, still pressing into the sole of that left foot. Coming into the lunge, leaning back out of it to straighten the leg. One more time. Lovely. Now hands find the bolster again, and then support yourself to take that left knee back one more time and just sway those hips from side to side. Now in this particular practice, we're going to stay on the floor the whole time. There is another practice for third stage pregnancy where we will do some standing movements, but for today, everything is staying on the floor. So we're going to come into a supported Malasana Yogi squat. And you can do that straight onto your bolster if you wish, or if you'd like to give yourself a little bit of extra height, you can fold your blanket as many times as you wish to, and then pop your bolster on top. Make sure it's nice and stable. And all we're going to do is bring ourselves to a standing position slowly and carefully. Take our feet to either side of our bolster, feet facing outwards, and then lower the bottom down towards the bolster, supporting ourselves as we go. Feet turning outwards, knees turning outwards, supporting the bottom with the prop, and then bring the elbows to the insides of the knees. Pressing into the soles of the feet, pushing the hands together, and gently pushing the knees away. Again, check in with those parts of your body, your shoulders, your jaw, the eyes. Are you relaxing through them as much as you can? And if it feels too much to have your hands together in prayer, which it may do, you can release your arms down and extend the hands outwards. And just relax the shoulders and push your knees away gently with the backs of your arms. You can let the head fall forwards to invite yourself to relax if you wish to. Wherever you are, just allow yourself to breathe deeply. Three more breaths. Now inhale and slowly lift your gaze. Now this particular pose, I would recommend that you come into it as often as you can and stay there for many, many minutes. I'm not keeping you there for much longer in this practice because I don't want you to lose concentration or focus, but you can stay here for a good 7 to 10 minutes if you want to, for as long as it continues to feel comfortable to you. Now slowly put the hands outside of the knees and gently walk the feet back towards one another. And then bring your hands down to the bolster and bring your bottom to the earth. We're going to move the props out to the side. And then we're going to come and sit with our legs extended out wide. Now you'll see that my legs are not extended out too wide at all. I'm going to pop the props in front of me. We're going to use them in a minute. But my legs are not too wide, but they're extended and my feet are pointing upwards, although they're relaxed. And all we're going to do is just some gentle, very, very gentle side bends. So right hand comes down, left arm goes overhead, just to open up through the rib cage slightly. And then left hand comes down, right arm goes overhead. Let's repeat that. Right hand comes down, left arm goes high. And then left hand comes down and right arm goes high. Lovely. Now we're going to come into a side rib opening, but not too much of a side bend. I've got my bolster here and I've got the blanket on top just to give me a little bit more height. I'm going to bend. Let me move the bolster out of the way first of all. I'm going to bend the left knee and put the sole of the left foot on the inside of my right thigh, and then bring my props and organize them as close to me as I need them. And you can use a blanket on top, or you can put your blocks on top if you would like. And all we're going to do is bring the right elbow to the blanket and rest the right side of the face in the hand. You can place your left hand on your thigh and open your right shoulder slightly. So you can bring your left hand to your knee or closer to your hip, wherever feels better to you. Turn your gaze, even though your eyes are closed, turn your gaze to look to your left a little. Now it might be that you've got enough props or your blanket is high enough that you want to come and lie your head onto your props. If your head, when it reaches your props, makes this all feel a little bit too intense for your low back, come up out of it and reconnect the hand with the side of the face. You've got a nice high stack where you can rest your face without any difficulty, then come onto your props and do that. But if coming down feels too intense, then keep the elbow on the props and the side of the face supported with the hands. But once you've found somewhere where you can rest and relax, then allow yourself to settle in. I'm going to take 7 long, slow, deep breaths here, welcoming the opportunity to connect with our own bodies, our own breath, and also our baby. A wonderful chance to just turn inwards. Last breath. Now super slowly lift the gaze, really slowly and gently. Start to lift your head. Take it nice and slow. Don't rush your body at all. And then when your head arrives upright, just allow yourself a few moments to recalibrate. Gently lift this left knee and extend that left leg back out to the side. And then just sit and allow yourself to rest for a moment. Now, before we come on to do the other side, we're going to move the bolster and place it right in front of us. And again, you may wish to just rest your forearms on your props and let your head fall forwards. Or if your props are high enough stacked for you, you might want to bring your head to the props. But be really honest with yourself about whether bringing the head down to the props is too intense for you, because it is just as positive to sit here with your upper arms resting on the blocks or props and letting your head hang forwards. So you decide where you can comfortably release and fold forwards without any effort. Make sure you've left plenty of room for your baby and your belly. No need to compress yourself or make yourself feel closed in at all in any way. And when you've arrived in your comfortable spot, allow yourself to just release and rest. Two more breaths before we move to the other side. Now again, support yourself with the hands, whether that's on the bolster or on the earth, and super, super slowly, wherever your head was resting or whether it was hanging in the air, start to lift the head up really incrementally, inch by inch. Just bring yourself back up super slowly and allow the blood to adjust again to flowing in a different direction. Sit back into your hips, straighten your spine, and lift your head. Now we're going to come in and do the half butterfly on the other side. So bend your right knee, bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh, then draw your props to you. Bring your left elbow to the prop, rest the side of your face into your left hand. You can take your right hand can stay next to your left elbow, or you can take it over to your right knee, or even draw it back towards your right hip. Just find a place where you can rest comfortably and extend the chin and the face up towards the right a little. If it's comfortable for you, either with the support of your arm or not, you can bring the side of your face down to the prop, but don't go there if your prop isn't close and if that doesn't feel comfortable and if it feels as if you're having to use effort to stay in the pose. We don't want you to be efforting at all. We just want you to be resting. So if you try that and it feels too low, bring the elbow back to the prop and support the side of the face with your hand. And again, relax through the shoulders, the jaw, and the eyes, and allow yourself to release. 2 more breaths. Lovely. Then super slowly again, lift the head, adjust the neck, allow yourself to sit up slowly, and then extend that right leg back out to the side. Now, to finish the practice, you can either come back into a cross-legged seated position, or if you have a bit more time, prop your bolster up with either a block or even your blanket if it will fold high enough, and then spin yourself back round, bring your low back to the base of the bolster, and then lower your body down to the bolster. Bend through your knees and plant your feet, unless you've got a second bolster, and then you can pop that underneath your knees. Allow your chest to open, let your palms open upwards, and then just enjoy the opportunity to release into the bolster and rest. Now I'm going to finish the practice by leaving you here, because I'd like you to take the opportunity to rest with yourself and your baby, releasing into the bolster, letting the feet and hands fall heavy into the earth, and to stay here and just rest and relax for as long as your time allows and for as long as your day allows. And if you have the time, try and resist the urge to get up and rush away from the practice. Allow yourself the opportunity to just stay here and do nothing, but rest and connect with your baby for as long as you wish. If you really do not have any time to stay in this reclined, supported Shavasana, you can bring yourself up to sit. Although that was yummy, I recommend you stay there for as long as you can. Hand on heart, hand on baby. Bring your practice to a close by looking forward to the amazing moments that you are about to share together. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found this practice useful, and I'm excited for you for the new chapter that is about to enter your life. Bye-bye.